Welcome back, sir. In the last class, we have completed foreign companies. We'll do revision of foreign companies. Then we'll do the scanner. So, concept of foreign company, that is the definition of foreign company, and application of the Companies Act to foreign company was asked these many times in the exam. How many times? So many times. Yes or no, sir? So, what is a foreign company? Foreign company means a company which is registered outside India, which is registered and which has place of business in India. Which has place of business in India. They may have the place of business in India by itself or through agent. इसका बारे में दो क्वेश्चन है बेटा. By itself or agent or physically or electronically. So what is foreign company registered outside India, place of business in India. They may have place of business in India itself or through agent or physically or electronically also. And place of business includes share transfer office. Includes the share transfer office or registration office. ये एग्जाम में आया बेटा. शेयर ट्रांसफर ऑफिस के बारे में क्वेश्चन इज देयर इन द एग्जाम. And what is the meaning of electronic business? What is the place of business through electronically? Very important from exam point of view. Electronically means that may be business to business, business to consumer, data interchange, digital supply, accepting the deposit, subscription of securities, financial settlements, web-based marketing, advisory services, web-based marketing. Important beta. Question is there. Database services, supply chain management, telemarketing, important beta. Exam में question is there. And telecomputing, telemedicine, education, online education. ये भी exam question is there. But so many questions are there here. And all related data communication services, whether connected email, mobile or cloud computing. Which computing beta? Cloud computing, social media. So we have the questions based on the register office. That is a share registration office. Share registration office also place of business in India, and they may do the online marketing, they may do the telemarketing or the computing or education, online education. All these are the doing the business in India electronically. Done beta. So all these points was asked in the exam already. Status of a foreign company. Foreign company is not a company as per section 220 of the Companies Act, because as per section 220 of the Companies Act, company means a company registered under this act or any of the previous Companies Act. So foreign company is not a company, but foreign company is a body corporate. That means artificial person as per section 211 of the Companies Act. And application of the Companies Act to application of Indian Companies Act to foreign company. This was asked so many times in the exam beta. Important. In foreign company, 50 or more, not 51 beta, even 50, because based on this also questions are there. 50 or more than 50 of the share capital held by Indian citizen, Indian company or both. Then in respect of the Indian business, so they have to comply with chapter 22 of the Companies Act, and it is deemed to be Indian company. Deemed to be 50, 50 plus 50 or more than 50. 50 or more than 50. Then beta, based on that questions are there, but keep understand wherever I'm keeping the stars. Agent question is there, and share transfer office, registration office question is there, and telemarketing question is there, on web-based marketing question is there, online education question is there, cloud computing question is there in the scanner. 50 or more. In some questions 50 is there limit in the capital held by the Indians are 50. Still it is deemed to be an Indian company. And इसके बारे में question is there beta. Mere holding of the board meeting, executing the business models, financial strategies in India, not deemed to be business activity in India. So companies America doing the business in America, so they're coming to Goa only to take decisions. It doesn't mean that the place of business in India. Based on these two questions are there. See how many stars are there? So many stars. This page focus because so many stars. Otherwise in the exam hall it will show you stars. Next, documents to be delivered to ROC. Document to be delivered to ROC. If foreign company want to start its business in India, we have to file some documents to ROC. So which documents we have to inform file to with ROC beta AB exam में 2-3 बार आया बेटा. Certified copy of the charter, MOA and AOA. If it is not in English, translate them into English. Give it to ROC. Full address of the foreign address and foreign address changing also we have to inform to ROC. And address in India, address in the foreign, and date of opening, closing the business earlier. Before this, earlier, have you ever started the business in India? Have you closed the business in India? And list of directors and list of CS, names and address of the persons resident in India to receive the communications on behalf of the foreign company. A declaration that none of the directors are debarred from formation and management of company. So all this information we have to give to ROC. If you want to start, if a foreign company want to start the business in India, ये exam में 3-4 बार आया बेटा. And time limit. So we have to inform to ROC New Delhi. 2 questions is there बेटा. 2 questions are there, 2-3 questions are there. So which ROC we have to file beta? The company, the foreign company want to establish place of business in Hyderabad. So we have to inform the Hyderabad ROC or Delhi ROC? Delhi ROC. Questions are there. The manner of filing the documents. We have to file the documents under section 318 in form number FC1, and along with that we have to inform to ROC. We are getting the approval from the RBI and FEMA also. If the company is closing its business, एक बार आया बेटा. Foreign company closing its business, when we have to inform the ROC 30 days, forthwith immediately. Forthwith means immediately inform to ROC that we are closing the business. Once we are informing to ROC, so we need not inform anything to ROC further because we are closing the business. We inform to ROC, हम चले गया. Done. So a forthwith के बारे में एक question is there. See how he is asking the questions. Every word. New Delhi. This 50. And this telemarketing, cloud computing, so everything he's testing. If you have the upper knowledge, you can't answer the questions. You have to understand word by word. Next, accounts of the foreign company. Accounts of the every foreign company has to file the balance sheet P&L with the ROC, and CG may give the exemption also better. And we have to file it every year, and we have to inform to ROC. Exam में है बेटा ये पूरा paragraph. We should also inform to ROC regarding the all other place of business in India on 31st March. On 31st March, we have to file with ROC in form number FC3. Sub question में आ रहा है बेटा. In which form we have to file with ROC? Is asking FC3 also. How many revisions is required to understand to remember this kind of the form numbers? So many. How many? And ये भी exam में है बेटा. How we have to prepare the financials of the foreign company? Similar to Schedule 3. Similar to Schedule 3 by for complying with the Chapter 9 of the Companies Act, including the related party transactions or repatriation of the profits or transfer of the funds. All these things came in the exam already. We'll do this calendar after this revision. Time limit for filing with ROC within how many days beta? 6 months from end of the financial year. ROC may grant extension of the 3 months. And account should be audited by the chartered accountant. ये exam में 2 बार आया बेटा. So accounts of the foreign company account should be audited by the CA into practice in India. Then if you observe here, everything was tested in the exam, including FC3. Done. He's simply asking you to buy head IC material totally. Unfortunately. ये भी आया. For example, one foreign company is there. They don't want to follow 1st April to 31st March. Generally, we will follow 1st April to 31st March subsequent year. We want to follow some other period other than 1st April to 31st March. CG may allow you. CG may allow you, being a foreign company, you can follow the another accounting period also other than the 1st April to 31st March. Clear na beta? ये भी exam में 2 बार आया बेटा. We can also follow the any other accounting period also if CG allows. Authentication of transactions of financial statements. ये exam में 1 बार आया बेटा. 1 बार आया बेटा. Testing everything, not leaving anything. One question will be there. Again, 4-5 sub questions will be there. In somewhere he is asking everything. So authentication of the financial statements. Authentication means approval. Somebody has to approve the financial statements. If financial statements are made outside India, if transaction is made in India, if transaction is made outside India, transaction is made outside India, financial transactions are there. It is not made in India. It is made in Germany, Japan, Uganda, Africa, South Africa, Thailand. Yes sir, no sir. Transactions entered outside India. Those transactions should be authenticated under his signature and common seal, if any, by the person who has the original document or notary of that country, notary of the that country. And again, if that country is covered by the Commonwealth, not covered by the Commonwealth, if it is covered by Commonwealth, it must be signed by the person who is having the original document and notary. If it is not covered by Commonwealth, it must be signed by the person who is having the original document, notary, plus diplomatic or the consular officer. Diplomatic or consular officer, that means the embassies. Then exam but unfortunately, if transaction is occurred in India, foreign company transaction is occurred in India, it must be authenticated by the advocate of High Court or advocate affidavit by the competent person who has knowledge of the both languages. The transactions happen in the Uganda language, so it must be authenticated by a person who has knowledge of the English and also Uganda. Yes, whatever information in the Uganda language, the same is literally transmitted. Clear? सर एक बार पढ़ तो नहीं होता बेटा, बार बार पढ़ना. क्या करना? डिस्प्ले ऑफ द नेम ऑफ द फॉरेन कंपनी एक्सेट्रा एग्जाम में एक बार आया बेटा, सितंबर 22 में आया, एक ही बार आया, 4 मार्क के लिए पूछा बेटा. सो डिस्प्ले ऑफ द नेम, वी हैव टू डिस्प्ले 3 थिंग्स: name of the company, country of incorporation, and statement that fact that members liability is limited. Name of the foreign company, country of incorporation, a statement that members liability is limited. We have to specify these 3 things on the outside the office on the name board in local language and English language or Hindi language. Then in conspicuous position, which position? Easily visible. And we have to specify these 3 things: name of the company, country of incorporation, fact that members liability is limited on vouchers, books, registers, invoices. Then with the legible letters. Which letters? So this is outside the office, this is inside the office. Outside the office, we have to specify name of the foreign company, country of incorporation, liability, the statement that members liability is limited in conspicuous location in English and local language. Done. And inside the office, we have to specify the same thing on the business letters, billheads, letters, papers, notices, and other official publications. We have to specify name, country, and also the members liability is limited in legible letters. Legible means easily readable, easily readable. And service of documents, I think it was not asked in the exam, by God's grace. Abhi tak. Service of documents. If you want to serve the document on the foreign company, no, you can send that information to registered address in India, or the any person who is authorized to receive the communication in India. Done. So you can address it to the person who's, it can be send it to the person who is authorized to receive the communication on behalf of the company, or send it to the registered address in India. Next, ये भी एग्जाम में अभी तक नहीं पूछा, by God's grace. Section 384. If foreign company want to issue debentures in India, Section 71 will be applicable. If the foreign company want to issue or file the annual returns, Section 92 equally applicable. If foreign company want to register the charges, Section 77 equally applicable. If the foreign company want to prepare the books of account, Section 128 equally applicable like a Indian company. Done. Next. Dating of prospectus. Dating means not the dating beta. Dating means writing the date. Writing the date. Through mere pyari deshwasiyo. Matter has to be stated in the prospectus. So in the prospectus of the foreign company, we have to specify. Exam mein ek bar aaya beta. Constitution of the company, enactment under which company is incorporated, under which act it was incorporated, and address in India, and date and country of incorporation, place of business in India, and any other matter specified under section 26. All these matters are mandatory beta, so it cannot be waived. If they are trying to waive it, that will be void. And application form accompanied by the prospectus. Company should not issue share application form unless we are attaching the prospectus, but this is not applicable to the underwriters. ये भी एग्जाम में 2 बार 3 बार आया. सर जी, गुड नेम रवि किरण गारू. आरा क्यारा आता सब आता. जसवंत को आ रहा ना यार. All these provisions will be applicable if the foreign company is incorporated or to be incorporated, whether or not they have place of business in India. ये भी एग्जाम में आया, मैं लगाया, क्या लगाया, 2 स्टार लगाया. Whether or not they have the place of business in India. So all these provisions will be applicable. Exam में आया बेटा. Provisions with respect to experts consent. Who's consent? Exam में एक दो बार आया बेटा. Everything he was tested. He's asking in the exam. So, experts consent. If the prospectus contain the report of the expert, we should take the written consent of the expert. And consent is not withdrawn. On the face of the prospectus, we have to specify that expert gave the consent and consent is not withdrawn. The same thing we have to specify on the prospectus. And the provisions will be applicable to foreign company registered outside India to be registered outside India, whether or not they have place of business in India. And this one is very, very important beta. Along with the expert's consent, we have to file the contracts, copy of the contract related to appointment of MD and manager. So I'm appointing Unnati as the MD and appointing Tahura as the manager. So appointment letter will be there, no beta. The same thing we have to specify in the prospectus of the foreign company. If there is no written agreement, we have to specify the particulars of the appointment in the document. We have to specify in the prospectus. Exam में आया. And copy of the material contracts other than ordinary course of business entered in the previous 2 years. Exam में आया. We'll discuss after this scanner. We'll do the scanner after this revision. We'll do the scanner. So any material contracts. Which contracts are other than ordinary course of business during the last 2 years should be specified in the prospectus, and consent of the expert should be specified in the prospectus, and underwriting agreement should be specified in the prospectus, and power of attorney. If any person is signing on behalf of the directors, the same thing should be specified in the prospectus. This is all about section 388. Exam में एक दो बार आया बेटा. Registration of the prospectus. Registration of the prospectus. This came already 3-4 times in the exam. 3 times in the exam beta. Foreign company should not issue prospectus to public in India unless it is registered with the ROC. On the face of the prospectus, there must be fact. There must be statement. Janal, आप टेंशन होने का नहीं. Before publishing it to you, I gave it to ROC. ROC certified this, and it must be signed by two chairman and 2 directors. Done. Next, offer of IDRs. IDR means foreign company issuing the securities in the India. उसको बोलते हैं IDR. Indian company issuing securities outside India. GDR. American company want to issue securities in the India. उसको बोलते हैं IDR. For regulation of this IDR, CG has the power to make the rules. CG has the power to make the rules for offer of the IDRs in India, disclose the requirements in the prospectus, manner of maintenance of the depository and underwriter, sale and transfer of these IDRs in India. CG has the right to make the rules. Right now there is no rules. By next attempt we make the extra rules also. We have to prepare again for next 5 pages extra. And so section 34, 35, 36 contains the 34 contains the criminal liability for misstatement in the prospectus. Section 35 contains the civil liability for misstatement in the prospectus. Section 36 contains the punishment for fraudulently inducing a person to invest in the company. So what are the penalties specified under section 34, 35, 36 will be equally applicable to foreign company prospectus also. Penalties. Then punishment for contravention exam में एक बार आया. If you are unable to follow above rules and regulations, penalty will be 1 lakh to 3 lakhs plus 50,000 rupees per day, and every officer of the company implement up to 6 months, fine 25,000 rupees to 5 lakhs or both. And this one came 2-3 times in the exam beta. 2-3 times in the exam. Failure to comply provisions of this chapter. If foreign company is unable to follow the provisions of this chapter, contract entered by foreign company with innocent Indian will not be affected. Will not be. It's like a doctrine of indoor management kind of. Then who's making a default? Foreign company making a default, entering into contract with Indian. That contract will not be affected. Can you file a case on the foreign company? Yes. Can foreign company file a case on us? No. ये exam में एक दो बार आया. Contract will be valid. Company may be sued, but company cannot sue until it follows the act. With this, we have done with the foreign company. The end. मित्रों मेरे प्यारे, this was show. In the next class, we'll do the scanner. Have a great time. Enjoy the day. Prepare well. Easy. Signing off. Take care. Underline. Prepare well.